A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to HGN Season 3. So, Honest J Nowak has had a lot of varieties, and I've certainly found lots of unique things to talk about. Yet, I'm actually going to be focusing a bit more on something else that could be rather terrifying to deal with. And you probably know me by now, working with a certain division. A division that relates to shipping, postal work. If there's one common detail that some people have really been concerned for, it is the handling of a thing known as hazmats. A shortened phrase of hazardous materials is basically what it's known as. Hazmat for short. But the thing is that hazmats are indeed something that is certainly worth the concern and a few comments every now and then by everyday folk out there whom have seen my content and gotten to understand me from a more personal spectrum, especially since the latest Why's That series has come and gone after about 2 months, basically. The thing is, though, there have been a few known instances where some people have indeed questioned me about my kind of work that happens outside of this work, if you will. Because as you probably know, YouTube has not been very kind enough to be able to allow me to be back on the monetization program. At least not without entering in some sort of goal. These goals in particular include subscriber counts and viewership. And if both of these things are not at an adequate level, then they probably won't allow me back in. So, I don't know what made them change this whole thing. Or whether or not it will change back. I guess it all is dependent on their own decisions. But executive or not, I'm willing to do what it takes to earn back what I've worked so hard for since 2008. But back to hazmat stuff for number 1994 in HJN. Hazardous materials can include the likes of gases, flammable liquids, biohazards, including various used medical tools and samplings of people's blood, stool, and whatnot. And then, of course, the real dangerous bits. Radioactive materials, poisons, corrosive acids, chemical substances, and so much more. I tell you, it's quite a list to deal with. But for the most part, let's just get into the facts here that do relate to hazmats as a whole. Packages are indeed given hazmat labeling. And yes, the exact FedEx ground facility that I originally hailed from at this point does have its own hazmat station. This is where they are given their unique hazmat labeling and presented to the lines that they go to. For each package that gets administered a hazmat label, we are cautioned to look at them and understand what we're dealing with. A lot of times they do include things like non-flammable or flammable substances, but the occasional biohazard or radioactive or corrosive substance, which of course are ranked not only by actual photographs that relate to the category that's rated for hazmat materials, but also, it goes from 1 to 12, pretty much. But let's not forget the facts here at hand. They are indeed dangerous.